Hi, my name is Erin Ambrose. I am a defenseman for the PWHL Montreal as well as Team Canada. 5-year-old Erin was very much involved in every sport possible, whether it be hockey in the wintertime, baseball, soccer in the summertime, but anything that I could to kind of be around any sort of sport, I was making sure that I was doing from a very young age. I definitely first remember the 2002 Olympics, Salt Lake City. 8-year-old Erin was glued to the TV in the basement. But it was after that, Jennifer Botterill actually came to my school in Keswick, W.J. Watson Public School. It was some sort of program where athletes would go by schools and kind of do talks in the gym. And I believe it was right after Turin Olympics, so 2-time Olympian. And yeah, it was a pretty special moment for me. The Olympics overall, I still feel like is a little bit of a blur for me. But going out for the gold medal game, I remember waking up that day and calling back to my family at home, and I couldn't believe that I was playing in a gold medal game at the Olympics. To not only be able to play in that final game, but obviously to win a gold medal was life-changing, to be honest. I think the best part about where our sport is at right now, I'm so excited that this is just the beginning. Not just for me, not just for my teammates, but for female sports in general. I think about where I was at when I first came out of college and the resources I did and didn't have. Now, fast forward 10 years and where I am, it's night and day difference. And I think that for us, it's about finding a way to continue to push that forward. It's something that's extremely important to us to be able to make sure that we're pushing not just for better, but for what we deserve. Our world of female sport is skyrocketing and it's about time. But the best thing about the PWHL is we're doing such a good job of kind of staying to our roots and staying strong in like what makes the game of hockey so great. For instance, the jailbreak rule, I love it in the sense of us being able to score a shorthanded goal and the penalty that we were just trying to kill. And also, obviously, the biggest topic has been the body contact. It's something we as players want to continue to push forward. I still pinch myself a little bit with that photo with Billie Jean King, actually after I was drafted. And I remember my aunt, who lives down in Virginia, was like, holy smokes, you got a photo with Billie Jean King. And she goes, what did she ask you on stage? And I actually said she complimented me on my tattoo of the Olympic rings. So that one really got me actually, because I was pretty excited that 1, she noticed, and 2, she kind of complimented me on that. And it was truly an honor to be a part of a day such as that. Mental health side of things for me, I think is one of the most important things that I can talk about, because being able to connect and really be open about where I'm at, what I'm struggling with, what I need help with, or to other people, maybe sharing my experiences and what I've gone through, it is hard for me to kind of open up different wounds that maybe I want to keep in the past, but at the same time, I know that I need to be able to speak with others in order to help kind of put people in a better position so that hopefully they don't have to go through the same struggles that maybe I have. There shouldn't ever be a question about the inclusivity based on religion, race, sexual orientation, or anything. Like, it's just about being a genuine human being and a good human being at that. I feel extremely welcome in my dressing room. I feel extremely welcomed by my teammates. And I know that I am lucky to be able to say that because I know a lot of people in the sport of hockey can't say that. I have the opportunity to not just be somebody that sets the example, but I can also help guide and create a more inclusive environment. So I've been fortunate enough to coach 2 different university teams, University of Toronto and Concordia University. Coaching changed my life. I also think that it actually got my career back on track as a hockey player. There's so much of an area in which you can impact players, young women, and I think that's the most important thing, is that if we can have better leaders and better coaches making a better impact, then that in turn will create a lot better of a future for us, not just in our sport, but around the world. When I think of any female athlete or female just considering dropping out of sport, it hurts me in the sense of that we haven't created a better environment for that young girl. So I think that for us to continue to make sport an environment that people want to come to, it needs to be welcoming, it needs to be wholesome, it needs to be loving and caring. We played Thursday night before our big Bell Center game, and it was our Pride Night. I found a fan. It was actually the first sign that they had was trade a puck for a duck. So I got a little rubber ducky. And then later on in the game, I looked up in the crowd and they had a sign that says, PWHL makes me feel welcome. And I was named one of the stars of the game and turned around and gave my puck to them. And I took his sign and I signed his sign and I said, hey, like, stay around after the game. I'd like to come and meet you. So I went and saw them and gave them a big hug. And just one of my favorite things about the LGBTQ plus community is like, never met this person in my life, but like, come here, let me give you a hug. And we're in the Bell Center. There's 21,000 people there. And one of the first people I lock eyes with is this fan from Thursday night. And they now have a like headband with 23. I don't even know if I actually got the person's name, but it was something that very much has made an impact on me for probably the rest of my life.